What's up, everybody? Spirit Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Attack of the Sleepless Nights server. When we left off... What did I do when we left off? Oh, that's right, we were making the storage room, I think, was the last time. Doing one episode a week has really screwed me up as to what I recorded and what's just been us derping around on the server. So I don't remember if I showed this or not. This was my temporary setup for dyes. Basically, it's one of these autonomous activators. You throw some bone meal in here, it would bone meal all the grass. And then I had a grinder here, or harvester, my bad, not a grinder, that would pick them up, spit all the seeds and flowers out, and you can get dyes. This was my, basically, stone maker to make the, this stuff, this futuristic armor plating. Simple igneous extruder making cobble, hopper, and redstone furnace. I put the block here to stop the hopper, to lock it, because I don't need any more at the moment. My resonant energy cell is getting low, which is going to bring us to today's topic. Let's see, what else do we got? Oh, I found this little guy, right? So, for those of you that aren't aware, I've been having problems with my hammer. Check this out. It's broke, and I even had the auto repair on, but it just would not repair for anything. And even when it did, I flew up top, right? I flew up top and sat in a tree for like 20 minutes, and it only repaired it like one notch. Really bad. So then I decided to check out, what is it called? Flux, yeah, these thingies. Redstone flux capacitor. Right, so I made the big one, resonant flux capacitor. Now I think there's supposed to be like a battery. Activate to charge. Held items must remain in hotbar. Use while in sneak to activate. So they're supposed to be kind of like a battery type thing, I guess. But I decided to put it in my armor, or not armor, hammer. So I made a new hammer. Where's my book? Here's my book. Materials and you. You can find it in here, if we go to the end, where you start getting into the, items and their properties. This stuff, right in here. When you get closer to the end... Where are you? There you are. So you can use a leadstone energy cell or one of these resonant cells. Adding a hardened flux capacitor or leadstone energy gives a tool energy. The tool still functions properly when the cell capacitor has no charge. Effects. Allows the tool to be charged with redstone flux. Uses energy instead of durability while charged. Available from thermal expansion 3. So, basically, as long as you got energy, it doesn't use the item's durability. So... this guy holds 40,000 redstone flux, which isn't anywhere near as much as the durability is, but the fact that you run back over here and you can use this energetic infuser, pop it in there, and it'll charge. Actually, it's a little low anyway, so I'll just show you. So, and then it ends up over here, and it's done. So it's got all the same stats as my original Mjolnir here, but you'll notice it's the Mark III because it's the third version of Mjolnir I made. So that's a good little contraption to have. Now, this magma crucible fluid transposer is doing, it's making these resonant energy, ender buckets, which I will get to in a moment. Wait, where did I put that other one? Oh, here it is. So I'll put these in here. I'm working on a project, but I'm kind of trying to run through the updates. I'm going to try and fix my power situation so that I don't have to keep manually spawning stuff and then running over and jumping on an absorption pad and all that kind of crap. I also made some updates to the storage unit. Are you ready? You ready? Now, before you all freak out, I don't have it done. Look, it's only going to like here, I think is the last part that has chips. Yes. So there's putting stuff in here. Why it's not in there, I don't know. Whatever. Oh, I already have some of this. Ooh, that's gonna come in handy. So I've just been using some of the excess wood to make some chests. So this gives you kind of a ballpark of what this is going to look like. Now imagine this 3 tall. Yeah, probably won't happen for a very long time. But at least this gives me storage that I can add to as I need it, as I start filling up chests and whatnot. We're doing pretty good. Got a lot of crap going on here. I've been able to add more to the system since I've been able to add more chests. So the one complaint I think I might have with this is maybe in a future update, it'd be cool if there was a little indicator over here as to how many slots you had left in a chest or in your system, like anything with a broadcaster chip. It'd be kind of cool if it would tell you how many you have available so you'd know how full the system is. This is my new room that has a creeper. Why does it have a creeper up there? Get lost. How did you even end up there? What are you doing? Get out of here. So, this is my new room. I'm going to get to all of its intricacies in a minute. You notice that it's very tall. So at the moment, this is my spawner, which has the king slimes, which gives us a lot of XP, and this is one of my other energy cells, and a harvester with a iron upgrade to increase the radius. This is my dye farm at the moment. You need a lot of dyes for that. Is that a slime? It is a slime. Dang it. Can I hit him? Oh, come on. Ah, I gotcha. You need a lot of dyes for the Project Red transportation stuff, and these are also from Project Red, the saplings. So I did some hunting. I got the green, red, magenta, and orange down here that I'm currently farming up. And the reason for that... actually, let me get out of there. Go. Nope. Sorry. Is, let's see, at Project Red Transportation. So basically it comes down to the pipes, which, to make interface pipes, which connect to the chests and allow you to put the chips in them and actually, you know, use them for things. You need these, which are junction pipes, which need green and red loomer, which you can use dyes, or you can use saplings. So hence the sapling tree farm down here. And glowstone make the illumor, which makes the pipes. And for the chips, if you want to... that's overflow. Extractors need cyan illumor, which also work the same way. And then the rest of it's not that hard. It's like paper, redstone, gold nugget, redstone, iron, and that chip. The dyes just take all of the time in the world to get. But the big two are broadcaster chips, which is magenta, and responder chips, which is orange. Those two will occupy most of your dye producing functions. And then the green and red are for more junction pipes to hook up more chests. So dyes, dyes, dyes. Everything dies. And also you need the illumers for the lights if you wanted to use the lamps and things like that. So this is my little setup. I've got a harvester that's set up with an iron upgrade so that those 4 blocks are within its radius. Now, for some reason, this block, there's no visible difference between this block and the other blocks, and the height is all the same. There's torches around all of them. Some have one next to them. All of them do. This block will not grow saplings. Every sapling I've put on this block doesn't do jack squat. Nothing. Won't do anything. So basically, when these grow... Actually, let me see if I can get them a bone meal. Let's just get like 10. I love this system. This is so cool. Look at that. Awesome. So let's just use the green because these I need the most. Of course. Of course. Green is a pain in the butt. It never wants to grow for some reason. And I've extended this to, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 high to give us a little breathing room because I think the trees grow to like 10 or 11, something like that, depending on the type. I would show it to you, but it's not growing. But basically, when these trees sprout up, this harvester will chop them all down, trim up the leaves, and dump the saplings and wood into the chest. So I've been getting a lot of wood just from trying to get the dyes. And when that happens, that's what's breeding this. It's like my chest breeding. You know, I'm making more chests for the storage room. So that's all well and good. Now, power. Power, power, power. I don't want to stand on absorbers anymore. I want power. But XP is by far one of the most efficient using the Liquid XP mod, because one single bucket of Liquid XP, which is roughly about, I don't know, like 3 or 4 levels, something simple like that. I mean, it's not a lot. Well, actually, an easy way to tell is there is 915 millibuckets in this. You can see where my XP is at, only to the 6th heart. If I step on this, now it's at 105. So let's see, from there you could do, well, basically it'd be about 300 for one level, give or take, maybe 3 to 500, something like that. So for 3 to 500, you get 1 level. So if you had like 2 levels, that'd be like a bucket, roughly, give or take. I mean, I'm ballparking it. But to think that wait a minute, did I just hear the waterfall? I thought I fixed that. Or is that rain? Maybe that's rain. Is that rain? I fixed the waterfall sound. Yes, it's raining. Okay. Fix the waterfall sound. That scared me. I thought I broke it again. Oh, here's a good example. Okay, so we have two levels. We're at 1005, so -5, and you're right at one bucket. Stand on this, almost 2 buckets. So you need like a little over 2 levels, and that makes 4 million redstone flux. I can't beat that. Like, the efficiency to that is ridiculous. So it got me thinking, how could I make a mob farm that would essentially provide power? So I've made these 2 cells, right? Now, this might look weird, but guess what? It is one-way glass, right? Now, I didn't need to make the second one like this. I just kind of felt like it. So I'm going to explain the mechanics, and then hopefully I'll have enough time, I'll cut over and we can actually attempt it. So pretty much what I'm going to do is, for those of you that have been watching this series from the beginning, you might remember that we had a zombie spawner at spawn. No pun intended, a spawner at spawn. I'm going to take that using, what is it, transporter something or other, what is it called? Block teleporter, maybe? Yes, block teleporter. This doodad, you make a focused ender pearl, it makes a block teleporter. So I need 2 of these, and then there's a card involved, if my memory serves. Let's see, what is it called? Target card. I don't know why I remember that all of a sudden. Target card, which is this stuff. Do I have to have purple dye, or can I use purple saplings? Oh, red and blue can make that. I have red and blue saplings, so we'll do that. So, yeah. So we make a target card, make 2 of those, and essentially all I've got to do is put a block teleporter here, with the target card in it, I believe, and then you put one next to the spawner, and bloop, it'll show up right in this block. And then I take all the torches out, block this up, and it'll be a dark room. It is 9 by 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 by 9, and by 3 to give it some breathing room. I think technically the spawners only go 8 by 8, but it left me with a room with this center, and I didn't like that. I wanted one center block, so I expanded it. So essentially, what's going to happen is the spawner will go here, it will spawn things. I'm going to put conveyor belts down here to funnel it within the range of a grinder. Okay? A grinder has a 5x5 radius, which can be seen on this side. Oh, there's the tree. Now, some people may be able to fill me in on this. For some reason, any tree that's a jungle wood, right, this harvester does not get. If it's a regular oak wood, it'll get it. Don't know why. Can't figure it out. Doesn't make any sense. So if you know, feel free to leave a comment and let me know, because it's been kind of messing with my head. Okay, so basically I started work on it over here and I just ran out of conveyors, but the grinder's going to go here, the spawner would go here, and then this is the grinder's radius. Okay, so I have conveyors that will funnel mobs into the radius. Once they're spawned, the grinder will kill them, and then I'll have a chest or something back here that will pick up their items for later, you know, whatever. Now, what's going to happen here? This is where things get complicated. That setup is going to be the same thing over here, but this is going to be a natural spawner, so there is no cost for me to spawn anything, right? Good. So what's going to happen is there will be some, oh, I'll have to think of power. I'll have to put like a power cell right up above it or something like that. The cool thing that I found is if you block all this off and take the torches out, it'll stay dark, but you can still see in. So that's why it's made out of this way, and I just figured I'd do this one for aesthetics so that they all look the same. So what happens here is the grinder, every mob it kills, it makes 100 millibuckets, so 1/10 of a bucket of mob essence, right? Right, good. What will happen then is I will move that auto spawner and set it up over here. Okay, right, like here facing up or something. I'll have to read up on the spawner mechanics and how it's set up. Actually, no, I might be able to just use that precision sledgehammer and find out, come to think of it. Oh, now green's being nice. So let me grab, for those of you that don't know, there's a thing called a precision sledgehammer, I think is what it's called. And it basically shows you the area of precision sledgehammer, the area that a machine will function. So like this is the radius for the harvester, right? Now, I don't know if it'll do it for the auto spawner. Let me find out here. Let me just place you down. Okay, it's not showing me for the auto spawner. I think this works the same way as a regular one, to be honest. If my memory serves me right. I believe it's just the 8x8x2 type dimensions, unless it's like a Enderman or something. So we'll put a auto spawner here with a power cell underneath or something like that. I'll have to wire that or figure something out. And there will be a second grinder. The mob essence from that grinder will be funneled to the auto spawner. Okay? So this is giving us basically, at the cost of energy to run the grinder, it's giving us free mob essence, which pumps to an auto spawner. Then the power will be going to the auto spawner, the essence will be coming in from the grinder, which will cause things to spawn. Right? Good. This grinder, this one's auto, or mob essence will be pumped back in, so we'll have 2 grinders worth coming back into the auto spawner. Now, this is where things get tricky. I need to get liquid XP up in here. What's the mod? Oh, space. Okay. So there's a collector, right? Now what this does is it will collect free floating orbs of XP. So if I just kill a mob and there's a collector here, you power it, and a little bit of the liquid XP needs to be in it, I believe. I might be wrong on that, so don't kill me if that's wrong. And it will collect orbs and turn it into liquid XP, which is what we want. It's our power supply. Okay? Now the problem is, if I just let this stuff run and a grinder's killing it, no orbs will drop. that poses a problem. But there's a solution, and it's this catalyzer. Okay, Liquid XP catalyzer. With the catalyzer, it forces mobs to drop XP as if you were a player was sitting there killing them. Okay, with the cost of a little bit of the XP efficiency. So, so basically, it forces an automatic system to drop raw XP orbs, which the collector will pick up, which will turn into liquid XP, which we can pump into a combustion or compression or whatever that dynamo is that turns XP into 4 million, and voila! We have a sustainable power system based pretty much off of mobs. And then what I'm planning on doing, and I'm working on it as I go, is making tesseracts. Now, these have changed since the last time I used thermal expansion, because I only found one, and normally there is a liquid item and power tesseract, right? It's pretty simple. Tinker's alloy, which is bronze, it's 3 copper and 1 tin, makes alloy or bronze, depending on which mod you're using. So we need 4 of these, which would be 3 copper, 1 tin to make 4 of these. 4 silver, that's not hard. This is the hard part. You need a bucket's worth of resonant ender, which translates to 4 ender pearls in a magma crucible. Makes a bucket of resonant ender. In this case, you need the same amount, but you need it to go into a tesseract frame. The tesseract frame is the booger. You need to make hardened glass, which is about 16 pulverized obsidian and 2 lead to make 4 hardened glass, 1 diamond, and these boogers, enderium ingots. So you need 4 of these, which you need, this is 1-to-1, so you need 2 enderium blend, which you saw in my chest. I was happy that I found them. This pyrotheum isn't too hard. You need pulverized coal, redstone, blaze powder, and sulfur. Sulfur you can get by pulverizing a blaze rod and getting 4 blaze powder, but you can get lucky and get 50% of the time get sulfur. So these aren't too hard to make. These are the boogers. Enderium blend requires 3 pulverized tin, a bucket of resonant ender, which is 4 ender pearls, magma crucibled, if that's a word, and then the pulverized shiny metal. Now, the only way to get pulverized shiny metal is from a shiny ingot or a ferrous ore. Ferrous only has a 10% chance of giving it to you. So how do you make the ingots? The ingots, you need nuggets. This is kind of one of those redundant circle processes. But there's a trick, and that is this. If you have ferrous ore and you have a cinnabar, it's a 100% chance you get a shiny ingot. Now, how do you get cinnabar, you may ask? The only way to get it? Redstone ore pulverized. There's a 25% that you get it. Lucky for me, I had like 8 cinnabar and 8 thingamajiggers, ferrous ore. So I was able to make, I think 8 shiny ingots and then pulverize them. So I have 8 of these, so I can make, let's see, let's do math here. You need 2. So one of these recipes, so 1 bucket, that gives you 4. So I need to, and that would give us enough to make 1 tesseract. So we've got enough that we could make, was it 4, 8, 32 ingots out of this if we wanted to. I don't want to use all of them right now. They're very valuable. So yeah, I'm going to do the conveyor belts, the tesseracts, get all the redstone wiring set up, the spawners in play, and move the other natural spawner around, do some piping and wiring and whatnot, and then I will be back and we'll do some test runs. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, and back. So I think we've got this set up the way it needs to be, for the most part. So I've got the auto spawner in here, I've got all the conveyor belts going, I've closed off these areas so that we can see what's going on, and I've got our engine set up. Now for the moment, I've got the Tesseract over here feeding off of this so that it supplies energy. After this gets some liquid XP going in it and starts making energy, we can put the Tesseract back here and it'll start pumping back energy. Now, it turns out the Tesseracts are actually way cooler than I thought they were. So I've cut these little holes in here so I could get to them, and I've got the grinders, I was going to say harvesters, right here. So I've got this guy, a block teleporter set up, and what I did was you grab this target card and I shift right click on this and it gives you the target position and location. And now it has a little slot, so when we place this other one down, we put the target card in it, it should send it to that location, I believe is how it works. We might mess it up, but I'm not sure. So, pro tip, by the way, do not, if you have multiple Tesseracts, click on a Tesseract with another one. It pretty much breaks the game. I did it like 4 times in a row just to make sure that's what was causing it, and it causes like an internal server error or something. Bad news, not fun. So, right click on this guy. So you've got your frequency that I set, which was 1. I named it so you can save the frequency. I set it to private so that only I can use these. Disable the redstone so nothing interferes. Now this is the part that's cool. They handle all 3, but you can do it simultaneously, apparently. So there's no item tesseract, fluid tesseract, energy, it's all 3 in 1 now. So we've got item mode, send only, fluid mode, send only, and power receive. So this is going to receive power and send out items that it collects from the grinder and the mob fluid that it collects, hopefully. We're going to have to try that out. So let's see, I guess... I hate conveyor belts, they're so annoying. Okay, so the grinder's there, it's facing that way. So we'll be able to see if that works or not. So this is set up, we'll spawn in the Tesseract, the spawner, and then we'll break all of these, and it should be a dark room after we seal this up. So this one's set to go. This one over here is a little bit more complicated, and we'll get to it as we go, kind of by the seat of our pants. So this Tesseract set up exactly the same way. Receives sends items and fluids, receives energy. And then what I did was we go under here, we put another one here. Now this one receives fluid from the same frequency, so it should receive the mob essence. This one's sending, I hope, if all this works right. And then it also receives energy, and that will go into here. And I know the energy part works, I've tested it already. Now I put a blaze in here. The reason is because if you look up on Minecraft, shy of bosses, for whatever reason, blazes are the most, they give the most experience. They give 10 XP per blaze. So let's block this off and place this way, and that should keep the grinder blades out like that. Good enough. Good, good, good. And I set the conveyor belts to push into the 5x5 square that the grinder is affected by that in this torch region. Now we get to the liquid XP guy. So this is the collector, which I said will collect any orbs, but it has a 13x13x13 radius. So we put it up top to get it out of the way. I don't believe they use power. This is the catalyzer, which it receives XP from any side, so I put a tank up here. So basically what's going to happen is whatever this collects, some's going to go into this tank, the rest is going to go down this pipeline. We have a redstone torch over here to keep this active, and then that goes to the compression dynamo, which has the aqueous accumulator down here, and that going in there, so the power will come out here. We'll put the other Tesseract up here once we get it jump started. Right? So I think all that is in place correctly. Now the one thing I thought about later was we could have a problem with items, because the blazes are going to drop blaze rods, the zombies are going to drop flesh. So what do we do with that? Easy fix. We do this. We have a item duct here with a redstone or a red torch to keep this active pumps into here. This receives items from the same signal. So this is going to receive all the items that are pumped out by the grinders and pump it right into our storage system. So if this works, if I've thought this through well enough, we are going to be very happy campers. And once again, I don't know if I actually explained out. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed this or not. This is our statues that we figured out. Adrian's got all glitchy and he just decided to leave them. And I'm not done with mine. I'm gonna put like syringes or something in my other hand. Bass player decided to go with the Flans mod rifles, which I thought was awesome. I really don't know why I didn't think of that first, but I figured I couldn't use it after he did because that'd just be copying and that's not cool. So let's see if we can find... apparently there's chickens down here. Fly! See if we can find the zombie spawner. I already cleared it with bass player and Adrian. They said they didn't mind me moving the spawner. Provided that I can find... I think that goes to Adrian's. That's not where I want to go. What about you? No. What do I even have these eggs for? Get out of my life. I think it was down here. I don't know. I haven't been down here in so long. I don't remember where it is. No, I feel like... Was it further down this way? Whoa. Frame rate lag. No idea what that was about. Crap. I don't remember where this stupid spawner is. This episode might end up a little longer if I can't find it. Wait. I think I'm... Yeah, here it is. Okay. Somewhere around here. Wait. It's right here. Yep. You have to do everything in bat form, though, because that's how bass player does everything. Okay. Let's light this up. It's a Breaking Bad zombie. Okay. So let's try this and see if this works. Keep your fingers crossed. Hope I don't break a server or anything. Now we put this in here. Whoop! Awesome. Awesome sauce. Right? Okay. Fly. Come fly with me. Let's fly away. Alright, how do I get out now? Crap, man. I'm tempted to just dig a hole and just go straight up. Is this it? No. I think I just did that. Wait. There's cobble here. It's a sign of a stairway. Aha! There's the stairs. And we're out. Sorry if that gave anyone a seizure. I know it almost did me. I like these portals. They're a bit faster. Alright, so I'll go ahead and throw these into my storage system. There's no real need to keep them out here. And we'll go ahead and throw that in there. This we'll use to block everything up. Did it work? Look at that. Look at the beauty. We did it, guys. Now let's see if it actually works. Is going to be the real question. Everything should be powered, so the question really comes down to whether the mechanics I have set up will work correctly or not. Oh! Did something. Okay. So let's see... Okay, it doesn't look like there's any mob essence. Oh! Yes there is! Yes there is! Whew! Okay. Wait for it. Did it work? Did it work? I don't know. Maybe not. I wonder if I don't have the catalyzer. Maybe it can't take the tank. Let's set it up like this, maybe. Oh, no, let's not do that. Can I just... No. You have to break them like this, I guess. So... if I were to put that there, it would just dump into it. Okay, now let's see if this works. No. Okay. I can't quite figure out what's wrong. Maybe it's because... oh, that's not good. Shouldn't have picked that up. Oh, I do have an extra fluid duct. So let's go ahead and put this here and put that there. Okay, so that used a little XP. It used a little bit, but it didn't seem to actually provide power. Or maybe it did. Nope. Well, no. Empty, 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 empty. This has liquid XP. Okay. Nothing. This seems to be using XP, so I can't quite figure out why... oh, there's a trophy. Crap. I think what I'm gonna do, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Wow! Wow! Yeah, see, this isn't using anything. I don't think. Kill him! Kill him! Kill him! Here. There we go. Oh yeah, it is using stuff. So why isn't this collecting? Maybe if we break this glass. 1, 2, 3. Ah, dang it! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Ouch! Ouch! Stab it! Stab it! Stab it! Empty. Oh, he had some cool hat. Okay. So I'm gonna pause it and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've been experimenting a little here and there. I've read that sometimes the collector wouldn't collect things if it was blocked, so I tried to put it down in the room with the spawner, hoping that it would stop the blockage type of thing, but it's still not... this still seems to be using some XP little by little, but the collector's not collecting anything, because these are all empty, and so is this. So I'm not really sure what's going on in that regard, although someone mentioned in one of the forums I was looking at that the grinder instantly turns the XP into mob essence, instead of letting the XP actually fall on the ground and the collector pick it up. So that might be the problem. If any of you know, do let me know. Feel free to leave a comment or anything like that and fill me in. Other than that, this seems to be working very well, except for the items. I'm seeing all the items get collected over there, so the grinder doesn't seem to be picking up the items that it's grinding. Oh, it's because it's next to the conveyor belt. It's spitting them out and the conveyor belt's grabbing them, apparently, and pulling them out. Alright, so let's try this. Before we end this very, very long episode, let's see what happens if we break these two, because the odds of... ooh, get me out of here. The odds of that happening aren't that big. Kill him. Kill him, Grinder. Kill him, Grinder. Kill him. Kill him! Why isn't it killing him? Oh, he must be glitching. Oops. Okay, I'm not seeing it pull up there. That may be the problem. Grab this. Oh, I didn't get that conveyor belt. I want it. I want it. Let me in. Thank you. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so that one's sealed. Now, let's check our system here. I've added some blaze rods. We got 26 there and 71 zombie brains. We won't put these in yet. And let's see... What do we say? 21, 26, something like that? Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Seriously, kill him. Thank you. Alright. That was good enough. 30. Awesome. 30 and 74. So these are getting thrown into the system, which is cool. I guess I'm going to end up with a bunch of these things that I don't really use. I don't know what I want to do with that. I might just have to clean out my system every now and again. But that's pretty cool. So really the only part that's not working right now is the XP. Wait, why do I have to? Oh, I'll keep those just for the moment, for the time being. But yeah, the only part that's not working correctly is getting XP out of this and pumping it into this guy. So yeah, do definitely let me know if you guys know anything as to why that's not working. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you next time. Peace.